Right, the latest is that the Supreme Court has rejected to consider a plea which sought VVPAT verification in 5 states. Remember, the counting of votes is on March 10th, and now the Supreme Court has rejected to consider the plea which sought VVPAT verification in 5 states. The Supreme Court said that we do not want to issue any direction at the last minute with regard to counting of votes in assembly elections in 5 states. For more on this, I'm joined by my colleague Meenakshi Bhanja on the broadcast. Meenakshi, thank you for joining us. From what I've understood is that the petitioner argued that VVPAT slips were currently being verified only after the counting of votes. By then, all election officers leave, and there is a very, the scope for independent verification is very less. For the benefit of our viewers, could you help us understand the background of this case and why the petitioner has moved court for VVPAT verification?
Well, yes, Archana, before we get into the merits of this petition, it's very important to highlight as to how this is not the first time a petition of this nature has surfaced in the Supreme Court. It was the Supreme Court's comprehensive directions in 2019 on Chandrababu Naidu's petition, which hold good even in present times. And just ahead of all assembly or Lok Sabha polls, petitions of this nature have reached Supreme Court in the past. Specifically in 2019, the Supreme Court has issued comprehensive guidelines pertaining to VVPAT verification slips. So like you said, this particular petition in the Supreme Court was seeking for the Supreme Court's intervention right ahead of the counting process to commence. Remember, we are going to be seeing 5 states' results be announced very soon. And just ahead of this petition of this nature was today mentioned by Senior Advocate Meenakshi Arora before the Supreme Court bench, Honorable Chief Justice of India-led bench of the Apex Court. And Supreme Court, like you rightly mentioned, has gone ahead and categorically stated by virtue of this order today that it is declining to consider this plea, saying that it does not want to issue any directions at the last minute with regard to counting of votes in assembly polls in 5 states. Now, what is interesting is, again, as we have just highlighted, a petition of this nature has surfaced in the Supreme Court in the past.
Right, we seem to have some technical issues, but that was Meenakshi Bhanja who was getting us the latest as far as the Supreme Court is concerned.